What's up, everybody? This your boy Black Otaku with another video for you guys. Uh, in case y'all have been living under a rock for the past couple of days or until last week or whatever, Velma just recently dropped, and oh my god, it's awful. Oh dear God, it's awful. It's like joke. Oh, where do I even start? The jokes don't land. Too much meta humor. It's like the sexualization of teenagers. They're 15. Well, at least we can confirm that Velma is 15 years old in this series. So much wrong. There is so much wrong about this. It's not even much funny about. Like, so many things wrong with that. I don't want to hear a word about what people say about anime. Talking about anime is weird. Anime is kind of creepy. Anime is kind of weird. I don't even want to hear that. Once you see this, at least with some anime, they actually keep have the courtesy to not mention their ages or just draw, or at least draw them to certain proportions that would actually seem like they're grown men and women pretty much. But I'm not gonna get into that debate. I'm gonna actually make a video about that, but not right now. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get you there. We gonna get there. But anyway, though, seriously, the whole bastardization of the characters and everything. All you literally had to do was keep everything the same, but race swap it, and the show would have been just fine. But no, we gotta throw meta humor in there. We gotta show how edgy we are. Do you realize? Do you realize how tiring this is? See, it's shows like this that make turn the word woke into something terrible. But the truth is, we can't really blame shows like this. I blame Hollywood, because the woke movement started off as something great and positive. Then, when Hollywood started to monetize off it, that's when everything went down the shitter. Seriously. Good God. What were they thinking? Anywho, where do I even start? You know what? I'm going to start with the characters. Or better yet, let me just address the elephant in the room. The fact that Scooby's not in this is kind of heartbreaking, because it just seems like the thing with the whole dynamic with the gang and Scooby, especially with Shaggy and Scooby, they bounce off of each other. That's their whole thing. That's their gig. That's their shtick. Once you take that away, it just seems. You could still make Shaggy a good, compelling character without Scooby, and if this show was written like that, but it's not. They took it a little too far, way too far. So I don't know how to put this. It's like the jokes are predictable. There's a lot of white bashing, especially white male bashing, which is I'm a black man, and I'm getting sick of hearing jokes and stuff like this. It's like, not every white dude is out to get you. Seriously, not every white dude benefits from everything. Like, the thing is, white privilege is a thing, just not the way a lot of white people, see it as. I would explain, but I'm gonna have to do it in another video or near the end of this video. But anyway, though, we get it. It's like, we get it. Fred's white and privileged. We get it. He's rich. We get it. It's like, he's sad. It's like they made him such a sad, pathetic, and unlikable douchebag. When in reality, Fred's like the all-American kid. He's pretty much I'll put it this way. He's pretty much what we all like. He's pretty much what you think of when you think of Archie Andrews. He's like the all-American kid. He's the typical jock, but at the same time, the only difference about with Fred is he seems like the jock with the heart of gold, not the type of dude that goes around picking on people. You know what I'm saying? He's not the type of dude that just, you know, picks on people and shuns people because they're different or something. He's more like, it's like, he doesn't seem like the type of dude that would just do that, you know what I'm saying? But let me just get, like I said, let me get back on these characters. Velma. Or should I just say Mindy? For the love of God, if I've never seen such a self-insert since I'm Not Starfire. Like, it's that bad. Like, that bad. It's like the self-insert thing is just as bad as I'm Not Starfire. And it really shows. Excuse me. It's just really baffling to see that this character, this version of Velma, is so unlikable. She just so unlikable that she comes off as a dollar store Daria. You know, that type of chick that we're seeing more of now. I'm not like other girls. I'm not like the popular girls of the slutty bimbos. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Being all edgy for no reason. Just absolute garbage in my book. I was hoping like maybe I was actually trying to give this show a chance. Like, oh my God, maybe they'll learn from Mystery Incorporated and take that version of Velma and build off of that. But nah, you just made it into like a super cynical bitch super cynical and unlikable bitch that's jealous of the popular girl. Come on, man. It's like, come on, man. Don't even get me started. Let me move on to Daphne. Seriously, this dumb cliche I really cannot stand in high school movies or shows and media and everything. Oh, me and the popular girl used to be really good friends back in the day when we were growing up. But then she abandoned me because she wanted to be cool. Because she started developing early or whatever. Come on, man. I'm so sick of that cliche. It's like, I don't care what gender they are, man. Like, there's a male version of this and there's a female version of this, and it's aggravating to watch. At the first couple of times, if the story's written right and they do it right, great. But here they definitely do not flesh this out. Like, the character's just so bastardized. They made Daphne a drug dealer. Like, I will admit that there's a moment in the show where Velma's questioning her about being a drug dealer and everything. It's like, your life's pretty solid. And that's true. Her life, from my perspective, her life isn't really that terrible. But she wants to find her birth parents. Like, that's some weak plot point right there. No. If we're being realistic, like, even the original character, even like the original character, like in the 60s, would not do no stupid shit like that. Just to find her birth parents. She would just, we live in a digital, like, it's clear they're in the digital era. We're in a digital era, everything. 23andMe, 23andMe's and all that stuff like that. We live in that age. Come on, man. It's hard, but it's not that hard to do. That's all I'm saying. Now that's just blatant bastardization and character destruction with her, though. It's just hard. It's really hard to watch this show. Like, it's kind of hard to try to separate this as its own thing with the way the characters are. Now let me move on to freaking Fred. Excuse me. Fred is so freaking pathetic. It's not even much funny. Like I said a few seconds ago, they completely destroyed this man's character, all for the sake of white man bad. Yeah, but the thing is, you don't have to treat every single white dude character like this. Like, if you wanted to make Fred Jones the spoiled rich kid, there's a right way to write it and a wrong way to write it. Like, I would have did what Gravity Falls did with Pacifica. I mean, you could literally just emulate that. You could literally just borrow a few key points from the way she's portrayed and bring it into his character. He's only acting that way because his parents because his parents raised him to act like that. Excuse me. But they got this man. This man can't even do anything for himself. I mean, like, I get where they're trying to go with that, but I'm sorry, it's just not that funny. It's just really not funny. It's just not funny. Because jokes like that, you could see them coming a mile a minute, and it's just not really worth it. Yeah, I think he's suffering from some from inadequacy and everything, like depression and everything, and they spill each other's guts out to one another in that one scene, and it's just like, really? Like, I was expecting something good right there. I was expecting something great to happen, for them to get to know one another, and that's how they form a small little kinship, a little common ground. That's what I was expecting. Like, they just like spilled their guts to one another or something. But I should have known that it wasn't going to go anywhere for real. Not much. Good Lord. It's like, good Lord. Like, they made him like so pathetic and dumb. Like, can we stop? Can we just say? Let me just say this right now. Can this stop? Can we stop bashing men to make female characters look better? You literally don't have to do that to make your female characters look better. Just write your female characters in a pleasant light, but not so much that it seems like you're trying to push an agenda or put a message saying that men are better than women, or men are better than men, or men are inferior to women. Just write a decent, compelling story. You don't have to push an agenda or anything. That's the problem with today's day and age. It's getting annoying. And do I even want to talk about Shaggy? Oh, I'm sorry. Norville, everybody. Yeah, a black dude named Norville. That is the most unbelievable I have ever seen in my life. It's like that name just sounds awful. And better yet, the fact that a lot of people didn't even know the original character's name is Shaggy. Shaggy's real name, his government name is Norville. A lot of people didn't know that. Somewhere in like early or previous media, that name was already dropped, and we already knew that. So I guess some people didn't know. But god damn, did they fuck up his character? They screwed him over. I think they screwed that brother over the most, man. The fact that he's a freaking beta male simp for freaking Velma of all people. This boy's so far in the friends. But he's not even in the friend zone. It's the end zone. It's like she said the deadliest thing that no man wants to hear from a girl that they like. You're like a brother to me. Oh my god, no. Just give it up, man. Give it up. This man tried to sell a kidney and one of his swords, one of his cosplay swords, just so he can come up with the money to give to Velma. That is simp behavior. Why are they portraying these men to act so unrealistically stupid? Like I said, it's hard to watch. Absolutely ridiculous. But the worst thing about it is it's like, I don't like drugs. Come on, man. I mean, like, there's a right way and a wrong way to write a black character that does weed. And I highly doubt the black community would really care that much if this version of Shaggy smoked weed. I personally wouldn't mind it if you had, but I can't help but feel that maybe if they if they had Scooby in this, it probably would have been a little bit. His character would have been a little bit better. But seriously, making him a simp that don't like drugs and has a thing for Velma, while it's like while Velma has some weird hypocritical weird hypocrisy going on with her. Like, where's this romance supposed to go, man? This is weird. We like at the beginning we're shown that she has feelings or finds Fred very attractive. Fred doesn't find her attractive. Fred's dating Daphne, and then all of a sudden she's always constantly ripping on rich white people or rich white dudes or something and everything. And it's like, if you feel that way, then why are you trying to get with Fred then? Why did you want Fred in the first place? And that's all I'm saying. And here's the kicker. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the kicker. Ladies and gentlemen, I ain't got nothing against the LGBT community. Except maybe the trans community, but not as much as you think. Seriously, the whole you're transphobic if you don't want to date or fuck me. No, I'm just not attracted to you, man. Chill out. Get over it. I don't go to a nightclub and walk up on a lesbian and get turned down and say, you're a heterophobe. Just because she won't date me, get the fuck out of here. Just accept people are not attracted to trans people. Deal with it. It's like, you can come at me in the comments if you want to. I don't give a fuck. I said what I said. But anyway, though, and just like every quote unquote modern writing, somebody got to be gay. Now they got Velma and Daphne getting together and kissing. Well, they kiss at the very end of the second episode. No offense, but if you were going to push that whole romance or anything, you could have drew it out a little bit more. They literally had one little instance or situation with one another, and now all of a sudden they got attraction for each other. Or that little moment where they're trying to get away from her two moms. Excuse me. And they get a little too close to one another, and all of a sudden they blush. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Their writing is all over the place. There's too much meta humor. It's like a joke every 30 seconds, which is really gonna hurt it in the end. Personally, I would have just canceled this show too. Like, keep in mind, everybody, they canceled a whole bunch of shows, but let this one fly. Keep that in mind. Good God. Excuse me. It's the fact that they keep pushing shows like this and seeing them fail. Seeing them fail miserably because nobody likes it. We're tired of this stuff. It's like, we're tired of everybody's gotta be gay. Man, let me go on a rant here. Because this needs to stop in certain shows and media. If you really want to write a good show and everything that gets people on the edge of their seat and everything, how about this? Why is it always that if we get a gay main character, all of a sudden, the character that he or she's crushing on is also gay too? Mix it up a bit. A good conflict would be like a good thing, which would be like, she's been crushed on this girl for so long, and then later she finds out that she's straight. There you go. I just find it a little too am I the only one that finds that a little too coincidental that, every time there's a gay main character and, they make it pretty clear that she's gay, he or she's gay, and the guy or girl that they're crushing on is also gay? Or the other person the person in the romance, they don't specify whether they're gay or straight. And then they're just happen to be conveniently gay or straight. I'm gonna say happen to be gay or something. That's all I'm saying. It just seems like flesh the characters out a bit. Actually, like take it easy with the meta humor. Is Scooby supposed to show up at the end of the show? Because if he is, I'm pretty sure this show is not going to get a season 2. Everybody, if I were y'all, just avoid this dumpster fire of a show. And if you're gonna watch it or hate watch it, don't watch it on HBO Max. Don't even give them the views. Send a clear message that we don't want stuff like this. And if you're gonna do stuff like this, get better writers to actually write a show. Because it's coming off like, oh, what are kids like these days? We'll make everybody a different... Let's race swap everybody. Bastardize their characters. From previous media's interpretations of the characters. And just piss everybody off. The thing is, they could have kept the same formula and just put it in a more adult setting. Maybe the first thing they just make it like Riverdale, like Riverdale season 1 and 2 meets Scooby Doo, basically that. Or better yet, take the writers from Mystery Incorporated and Riverdale season 1 and 2, and y'all would have had a great show. And as for people like Mindy. People like Mindy that create stuff like this and then they get all pissed off and upset with everybody trying to brag about the views. They always brag about the views. They brag about the views when we attack the quality of the show. They can't take criticism. It's just this. My thing is, creators like this, they would rather blame the audience for their failure than just take the well-deserved L that they got. And admit that they suck at writing. Just take your L, man. Just take your L. Learn from it. Oh my God, just learn from it. Like, understand that people nowadays, we're getting sick of this. We're getting sick of the race swapping. And the thing is, the only way you could justify race swapping, unless you make the show good. If the show was good, like Mystery Incorporated good, then nobody would say a word. Because the truth is, no one's really pissed off about the race swapping, really. I personally think that they really didn't have to do that, but if you're going to do that, at least make the show good, and you didn't. That's just how I see it. But we already know how this song and dance goes. Once everybody gives their critique of the show, here come the excuses. Oh, y'all are racist. Y'all are homophobic. Y'all are sexist. Y'all are misogynistic. See? They always pull this crap. Y'all are just a bunch of butthurt old fans. Y'all are just a bunch of butthurt incels that can't handle change. People can handle change. But we know crap when we see it. And this is not just crap. This is pure dookie butter. Pure dookie butter. Absolute dookie butter. And we're tired of it. Hopefully WB will learn a lesson from this. Seriously. After stuff like Teen Titans Go and She-Hulk and all that, learn from your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes and actually write a decent story. Now, a dark, gritty version of the Scooby-Doo cast as an origin story, you could have took this way further. Because with animation, you could do just about anything and get away with just about anything. But no, y'all managed to screw that up. So far, the only origin story based on the Scooby-Doo cast was that one live-action movie. And that movie's not really that great. And yet, they did a better job than y'all. And with that, I'm going to end it off right here. Y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. For real, let's have a full-on discussion. What do y'all think of Velma? Because I highly doubt that this show is going to get any better in the long run. All right. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.